Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. In this video we're going to be talking about fasting a little bit. We're going to be talking about foods that play tricks on your brain and your body and how you become addicted to these types of foods, and they trick your brain into thinking that you're hungry when you're really not. And these foods are usually processed. They usually have chemicals in them, like high fructose corn syrup is one, and you know, it is genetically modified, guys, and that stuff is in everything. But let's talk about what's going in this juice right now. Okay, so what we've got going in here is we have some celery leaves that were left over. We have some kale, and we have a few carrots going in here, about 2 or 3, and there's one whole cucumber out of the garden, and that's what's going in here right now. I may add something else to it, probably like a lemon or something like that. But let me turn this down. Okay, so I hope everybody has been doing well and everybody's been having a great week and so forth, and you know, everybody's staying healthy, and yeah, I've been juicing, and I have a friend, her name is Lisa, and I'll put her link down in the description box. She has been doing a juice fast, and no, kitty, no! No! I got new kittens, guys. It's fabulous. But, just kidding. No, they're really great. I love my kittens. Like, they're really making me happy, and I feel fulfilled, you know, like it's kind of helping me to thrive a little bit, you know, and that type of thing. But back to this food issue, which, you know, is a very, very big deal. You know, people are becoming not only psychologically addicted to this stuff, like it's affecting people on a whole different level, guys, to where it's very dangerous, okay? And these foods are foods like high fructose corn syrup, which, guys, it's made from the genetically modified corn. So not only is it tricking your mind into making you think that you are not hungry, but it's locking your digestive system up to where your food, your body is not functioning. Like, it'll literally get inside of the intestinal tract. And it gets inside of the intestinal tract. It gets inside of the small intestines and the large intestines. It embeds in there, and it literally produces and grows in the body. And your body starts to produce it. Like, it's insane, the effect that this genetically modified foods have on you. So, like, in other words, so when you go to the store, or let's say you go into a friend's house, and they've got a party, you know, and everybody's hanging out, and it's so cool, and there's all kinds of snacks around, and you're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna eat these snacks right now at the party because that's your excuse, you know, is to eat that junk. Or you're sitting around at night and you're watching TV, and you know, everybody else in the house is eating it, but when you eat it, it's a different story. It does something really scary to your body, like it does to mine. And it's not a good situation, guys. Some people's bodies are more weaker to these type of foods. Some people can eat them and they're okay. They go on. It's just like my friend was talking about on his YouTube channel. Go check him out. I'll put his link down in the description box. C-Dub. He was talking about that and how, you know, and guys, it's just so true. It may not affect the other people that are around you that way, but it affects your body that way, and you're very sensitive to it. So you have to be very careful and mindful, guys, and stand apart. Be you know, don't be like-minded with these other people. You're gonna have to go to the you're gonna have to go to the one, you know, the one that we talked about, whoever that is for you. For me, it's Jesus Christ. But you have to go to the one true one and ask for help to get you through it, because guys, it's serious and it's critical. It's not a joke, okay? And because, guys, I'm just here to tell you, when you start eating those foods and you try to eat healthy, you start dabbling around with those high fructose things, and then you start eating a lot of healthy foods with it, it can really have a negative effect, and it can break your system down. Because what you're doing, the thing about it is when you go on a raw food diet, or when you start eating healthier, like let's say you start eating salads and you start eating fruit and stuff like that, and beans and rice, and you start eating all these things, but you're not eating things like, but you're dabbling around with things like the high fructose corn syrup. Let's say you go out to eat and you have a Coke with your meal, you know, or something like that. And hold on just a minute. Small juice today. I'm trying to make my juices smaller because I'm not a really big person and I don't really need a lot of juice, you know, at one sitting, because I like my juices to be fresh. And but I just want to say, guys, you know, so okay, so what can happen, and it's very serious, okay, is when you're eating a raw food diet, or you're eating less meats and not as much protein and cheese and all the fattening stuff, all the, you know, really hard to digest foods. And when you start, this isn't going to be a real pretty juice because it's kind of like a lot of the different colors and stuff, but that's okay. It's not going to be like a really serious green juice. But it's going to be a healthy juice, and sometimes the ugly juices are the healthiest juices. So that's just the way it is, you know. I'm juicing for my health. I'm not juicing for a picture, or, you know, or a movie. But so, back to this major issue about eating these tricky foods like high fructose corn syrup and the genetically modified, I mean, guys, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of these chemicals that are in foods. Another one is the glycophosphate, guys, that's in the bread. It's in the genetically modified bread that's not organic. Those are very dangerous. and they put that stuff in everything, and that's another one that locks up the digestive system. And I'm not really sure about all of the psychological effects. I mean, you know, that it has, I'm sure there's a myriad of effects. But so when you're trying to eat healthy, and you have to eat a lot of foods, right? You know, because when you're eating a raw food diet, you usually have to eat more food because, you know, because you do, to get the nutrients you need and so forth. Well, what happens, we start packing in all this food and this fiber and so forth, and the carbohydrates will make you want to eat more. So when you're eating things like the high fructose corn syrup with a lot of carbohydrates, you're going to get in some serious trouble, because you're going to be like wanting more and more food because of that feeling you get, you know, from sugar and carbohydrates. It kind of gives you a buzz, you know, you get that, yeah, feeling. And so here you've got intestines that are not moving optimally because they're locked up with these chemicals, these genetically modified chemicals. Okay, so you're packing the food in. Well, what's going to happen? We're talking backup city, okay? Backup city, backup system. Things are not being eliminated, guys. You got to eliminate. You got to get this stuff out. You know, you can't be letting it fester up in there and get more and more and more, and then the next thing you know, you got a major issue going on, like cancer, high blood pressure, the list goes on and on and on of the bad negative things that can happen. So it's really important to stay away from these chemicals, guys, that are in these foods that are genetically modified. And you know, there's like an old saying that goes, if you can't pronounce it, and you know, or you can't spell it, then 9 times out of 10 you probably should not eat it. So guys, and the best thing to do is just stay away from processed foods. Anything that's in a package or a container that you open it up and it's quick and easy to eat, stay away from it. Keep bananas in your car, go for nuts, try to go for whole foods, because that will just help you to stay away from those pre-packaged foods. Those are the most dangerous thing. You know, guys, it's not carnivore so much, it's not vegan, it's not the meat, it's not the dairy, and it's not all this stuff. What it is more than anything is these chemicals. The chemicals are really bad, and it is a very, very serious situation, and it is not anything to laugh about. And I mean, guys, it's deadly, and it's really something to be on your game about and be consciously aware of it on a serious level. Okay, I mean, I've had problems with it in the past, and I've been getting a handle on it, and I really feel like the juicing has helped me tremendously. It always helps me with the cravings. I don't know what it is, but when I drink the juice, it helps me to not crave things. Or if I add, like I uploaded a video earlier with the wheatgrass powder in the coconut water. That's something quick, that's something easy. If you don't have time to juice, I get it. You know, it's not easy to do this. I mean, you know, I had a bicycle wreck. I'm still healing my body from that accident. And, you know, I probably never would have juiced like this if it had not been for that bicycle wreck. But I'm thankful. I'm actually thankful that I had that wreck. I mean, because I saw my mother heal her body from breast cancer when I was 8 years old, guys. You don't forget stuff like that. And my body has always leaned towards the juicing, the carrot juice, and those type of things. And, you know, it's a very serious situation, guys. We are living in a serious epidemic. And what I'm seriously thinking about doing is a potato juice, some videos on potato juice, because that is something that most people can get their hands on to juice. And I was thinking, I've never really juiced potato juice, but that's what my mother healed her body on, was potato juice and carrot juice. That's really all they had that she could really get her hands on back in the 80s. And I think that's when that was. It was around the early 80s that she did that juicing and healed her breast cancer. But guys, you know, it's serious. Let me get... We're going to throw a little bit of lemon and ginger in here because, guys, lemon and ginger just always makes it. You know, it really does. And I'm going to have to transfer this into this container. Okay. It's looking good. Okay. Now we're going to put a little bit of ginger, about this much. And we're going to put half of a lemon. Okay, but guys, yeah, the you know, those chemicals, they really mess with you, and they look all nice and packaged up, and you know, everything looks all great. But guys, it's not. It's not great at all. Stuff like this, these type of things, you know, you can get them really anywhere, and they're so easy to pop in your mouth. There's no telling, you know, what's in those things. And you start eating on that stuff, and the next thing you know, you're blowing up like a balloon, and you feel horrible. And then the next thing you know, they're trying to put you on the meds. And, you know, and you're like, you know, I just overate a little bit. I just need to quit eating. And they're like, no, you need to take all these medications. Because, yeah. But yeah, you know, it's crazy, guys. It's totally insanity. But yeah, so we'll do a little taste test and see where this juice, see how this juice tastes. It's been a busy day. I went and worked out a little bit. I did some leg presses. I just did a few leg presses, and then I got on the step glider machine for like, just about 5 minutes. That's all I did today, guys. But then I did some push-ups, I did some sit-ups, and then I did some of the things for my abs, because I'm really trying to build my abdomen up, because that's what holds my spine up, and that's what holds my pelvic floor up. Everything works together. And guys, you know, your muscles are what helps your bones support your organs and your body together. It is very important. Your muscles are very important, and I am seriously trying to get my muscles built up, guys. That's my goal, is to have a strong body and to be healthy. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be healthy, okay? I don't know about you guys, but I think in this society, it's like people are afraid to love themselves, their bodies, and take care of themselves. It's like, that's not good, guys. We need to take care of our bodies, because our bodies is what holds our souls and our spirits and the Holy Spirit. So it is very important. So let's check out this juice and let's give it a taste test. Of course, we always want to give thanks. That is really good. It has a different taste to it. It kind of tastes, I don't know, you know, it had some different stuff in it. I ended up putting the lemon, the ginger, and then I put some kale, some celery leaves in it. So it had some different stuff in it, but it's really good. And it had some carrots and just a little, probably a fourth of a beet, not even that much, not very much, but you can see the color. It's kind of like it's kind of a reddish, orangey color, but okay, I feel better after drinking this juice. It just really helps with the cravings, guys, because what happens is when you start to get the proper amount of nutrients into the body, it helps the body on a whole nother level of healing. And guys, I don't really have any juicing friends, you know, to hang out with and drink my juice with. But what I was gonna say is, if you're wanting to use the a similar type of juice, you can get the powders, and they're great, guys. You can put those in some canned coconut water. Those are great. I drink those throughout the day. I mean, I really got a lot of energy from that powder, that green powder that I had. I mean, it really gave me a lot of energy. That is a really good powder that I showed you in that previous video. I've tried the powder that's from there's one that I tried from Hawaii that I thought would be really good, and I can't remember the name of it, but it really wasn't that good. It wasn't strong like that stuff. Let me show it to you. Dang, it's called like Kalau or Kaui. Really is not as good as this brand, the Garden of Life. This is really good, and most of their products that I bought, Garden of Life, it's a pretty reputable brand, and they actually sell this at Walmart of all things. Like, they sell this brand at Walmart a lot, the Garden of Life brand. They've got protein powders in this. You know, you can do a protein powder with this. Excuse me, you'd be going through the roof on your workout. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a meal replacement. You don't have to worry about, you know, having a meal and worrying about digesting a lot of food. So, so there again, guys, you know, the chemicals are very serious. just start reading your ingredient labels, guys. You know, my family, they eat stuff like this all the time. All these types of foods that really hijack me up. No doubt about it. I have to stay away from these packaged up foods. They're dangerous for me. But so I'm going to go ahead and close on this video. And, you know, I hope you enjoy this video. Beans and rice are a great food. You know, beans, rice, potatoes, carrots, onions, salad, lettuce. I'm talking like whole foods. Foods that, you know, there's not any like, you know, stuff where they like, you know, messed with it. You know, all of these messed up foods, they're dangerous. They really are. And they're dangerous for the digestive system. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new to my, if this is the first time you've ever seen me on YouTube, please subscribe. I need subscribers. Share this video with anybody that you think that can use this information. Guys, it's really serious. We got to get on board, and we got to try to help our brothers and sisters. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.